Morning guys, welcome back to the channel. Oh man, it has been a long time, but yeah, now that I've managed to get shit straight, uh, just got some shit done. We have the Rodeo back, nice and painted as well, so this time it doesn't have dents in the bonnet from the hail, and its windshield isn't cracked, and its bonnet isn't screwed. Yeah, I'll tell you. New camera as well, so it's going to be a little bit fidgety for now, but I forgot my tripod again, but yeah guys, here is the car. Isn't she looking schmick? Freshly painted, freshly done. Like I could eat an egg off this and it'd still be clean. It's just amazing. Oh, still a bit of cut and polish on there. Okay, what a cut and polish is basically a little, actually I'll go get the bottle and I'll show you guys. This stuff is amazing. It gets rid of like sap marks you can't get off with a normal rag, and like just washing the car, you can't get them off usually. So what we do is we use a cut. It's cutting compound, so this is made by Juice. I'm not particularly giving a shout out to them, but their company is awesome. The stuff that they make to use and cut and polish cars is absolutely amazing. Like like all that. Imagine that was sap. If you were to rub that on, that'd just come off like just like that. All this stuff here just comes off like that with sap. But yeah, guys, this car is absolutely amazing. I need to spray the front bumper and do the bull bar, but that's alright. That's for another video. But now it starts up like normal. It's got everything done. If you can look in the back over there, may have done a little bit of a sneaky little skid. But yeah, this car is absolutely amazing. It's going to be coming roadworthy very, very soon, and we'll start doing some more drifting videos with it. And I've managed to figure out what car I want to get as my next car. It's going to be a Nissan Skyline R33 GTST. So sadly, I can't afford a GTR. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using it as a drift car for the videos. So I'm going to have an R33 GTST car to drift around at Archerfield and stuff. That's if it's around, because sadly, lately, Archerfield has had a bit of issues with legality-wise, and hopefully you guys can help support, raise awareness for it and all that kind of stuff, which is why I'm posting this video as well. I would like to save Archerfield, as Luke Fink has made videos there, and I'm a huge fan of his, and I'd love to see it grow and become something a lot more bigger, because this year, also, by the way, Happy New Year's to everybody in the US. I know it's just recently, you guys have just reached Happy New Year's, but on today in Australia, it is the 2nd of January, so shout out to everybody in the US. Hi, Happy New Year. Hopefully it isn't as bad as it was last year, but yeah. With this car, I'm going to be drifting it and all that for starters, but then once I do an engine swap, an LS1, I was wanting to do a 2JZ or an SR20, but I couldn't because of how expensive they were, and just because of how expensive they are, I've just decided not to. So LS1, it's going to have a T56 transmission. I'm going to drop it about 2 inches. We're going to cut out the bar on this ute, on this flatbed. So I'm going to cut from here all the way down to the second bar there. Not that one, the one next to it. So down to here pretty much. Once we cut that off, we will be able to lower it about 2 extra inches, and we'll be able to lower the front. And we're doing the same on this side, so pretty much cutting from here all the way to here, cut that section out, and we'll be able to move it and lower it. So instead of seeing a fist and a half of a space, you'll be able to see about it pretty much tucked in and pretty much the same height as the bumper. But yeah, also this tray is going to be getting a new spray down, because as you can tell, it's fucking rusted, and it's peeling paint, and yeah. This deck is also going to be changed over. It's going to be matching the same color as the steering wheel. I had to sadly take that off because the way the car was, I didn't think I'd be getting it back. So today we're also going to be in this video installing a aftermarket steering wheel. I have my test fit wheel on there currently, which is the old one I had. I'm going to be doing a giveaway of that one when I get it done. It's going to be fully customized. It's going to have the original red on it and all that kind of stuff. So as you can see here, it's like nearly beat up and all this shit. But you cut out the stitching on the inside of it, and you'll pretty much be able to take the whole entire thing off. As you can tell, stitching goes all the way up. So with that, I'll be able to replace all the stitching, and it'll just be a straight black leather. And all the rust that's on the inside, that's easy to fix. That's just a little wire brush down, and then just another respray of paint. But yeah, this wheel is going to be doing a giveaway with. If I can't repair it, I will buy another one to do a giveaway with. So it's a lot easier for you guys, so if you don't have to worry about it and all that. And the wheel we are putting on is none other than the wooden grain steering wheel from SAS. Big shout out to them. Love your company, love what you guys do. Thank you for letting me have this wheel. Also, one other thing is that this wheel is also going to be coming with the chrome bolts. It'll be putting in the chrome bolts as well. So yeah, let's get to it. Alright guys, so basically now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be unscrewing the steering wheel and taking the front portion off. You will want to check legality wise to see if your car is legally allowed to have an aftermarket steering wheel in your area. Mine is, because in Queensland we can't have cars with airbags. We can't put aftermarket steering wheels in them, sadly. I wish I could, but I just love Australia, mate. But yeah, all I'm probably going to need for this is on a Holden Rodeo. Say let's do my car. For example, you're going to need a 19mm socket. You're going to need a ratchet of some case. Probably that one will do. Yep, that one will fit it perfectly. And now we're going to use, that's a little filter, I put that up there. Going to use screwdriver. That's what I forgot. I forgot a screwdriver because there are two screws that are holding it in. At first I thought I'd have to do 2 screws, but now that I think about it, since I did it a while ago, excuse me, I'm probably just gonna have to do 1. Not 100% sure what one it is, but yeah. Alright, let's get to it. So to take off this wheel, first off, I forgot to do one thing. I should have done it when the hood was up. Alright, first things you'd want to do if you're going to be doing an aftermarket steering wheel on a car, you're going to want to be undoing the battery. So if the battery isn't taken out, you can actually do a lot of damage to your car in 2 ways. It can risk your life in you being hurt, and it can also cause the airbag to go off, and it can most likely kill you. And second off, it can also electrocute you if you don't know what you're doing. I'm thankful I do, because that all I had to really do was just take the negative terminal off. But since I'm a mechanic, I can do that, and I suggest if you guys are doing it, take both terminals off just in case. But with mine, I'm alright. So now we've got to do the little bolt there. Is there any others? Nope. Alright, sweet. Now we just got to do that 1 bolt, and then we'll be able to take off this little section off here. See now that the horn isn't working? That's because I took the battery terminal off. Positive, I think that would probably be a better idea, but the negative is fine. Only reason being I'm doing negative is because it's easier and quick, and that negative terminal is fucked anyway, so yeah. The reason I do the negative terminal is because if it hits something like a bare piece of metal on the chassis, it won't fuck it, so yeah, don't worry about it. Now I'm going to be getting to unscrew this portion off here, and then I'll get back to you guys. Alright, as you can see now, that's just out. As you can tell, it doesn't have a horn. It's just a plate that you touch, and then it sends the current straight through to the horn. With this one, I'm so happy that I don't have to do shit, because literally it's just 1 wire, and I undo it like that. Oh, there are 4 wires. Okay. 2, 3, 4, and just like that, it's out. So just in here, there's a little 19mm socket that will fit my nut, just like that. And with the ratchet, I suggest if you're doing this, lock the steering wheel. 2 reasons, because it'll lock the steering wheel in place, so you won't have any issues of turning it, and then your wheels will turn, and then it'll be a bunch of hassle. So to do that, all you've got to do is just keep turning. Is my key off? No, it's not in lock. Alright, so now if I turn, there we go. It's locked now, and that won't go anywhere. So now what I do is I socket here, Oh, I think I might need an extension. Yep, as you can tell, the wheel stops the thing from the ratchet from going all the way into the socket. So that's simple. All it really is just a little extension that we can use, and it'll just come right out. Thank God, because I've got a bunch of tools I can use. Thankfully, it'll be a little short one, so I don't have to go holy fucking shit and get the biggest of big and just literally be sitting back in the chair. Also, with this as well, the wheel will be tight on. Some wheels are, some wheels aren't. It's honestly different on how the cars work. But yeah, there'll be different sizes and different ratios and all that kind of shit. So I'm gonna have to hold you weirdly for a second here. Oh, fuck, that hurt. Yeah, they're gonna be on tight. You want to make sure that you do them up tight, otherwise that you're gonna have an issue with turning and shit. And although there are splines in this in the steering column shaft where you can just where it will line up on some of these cars, they won't. And the splines just move around, and that's why. So that's sometimes how you get play and all that. All right, now that we've got that off, this wheel still won't move, and like I'll even take the nut off and I'll show you. It won't come off completely. Actually, I'll leave it on a little bit like that. As you can tell, it's got a little bit of thread out, like that. And what you want to do is sometimes you can either tap it or you can just pull really hard. I suggest tapping, because then it won't actually fully break it. Reason being is because then the nut will stop. Also, make sure you leave that in. You will have issues if you do not leave that in. The whole thing will come flying at your face, and you'll have a nice big emblem on your forehead if your steering wheel's still on. So yeah, let's take it off. All right, just brace myself. Oh, Jesus. Jesus Christ, that's on there good too. All right, I'll come back and I'll show you that the wheel will come off. Get this loose, as you can tell. The reason it's not moving anywhere is because it's got splines that it lines up on. So what you got to do, take this nut out. Be careful with these, because you don't want to damage the spline. As you can see, there's little teeth in there. Look very closely. No, you guys can't see it. All right, so put the nut down here. I've got to clean this car. Ew, it looks so dirty. I know, Alex. All right, as you can tell, all right, there are splines here. These splines, if you damage them, you will not be able to put your steering wheel hub on. If you look on the inside as well, if you see any metal shavings, just make sure that it's not from the spline. If it's from that one, that's probably the reason why it's not working properly. All right, we'll put this one down over here, and ew, it's got a bunch of stuff in it. Ew. All right, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put where was it? How do I line that up? All right, so as you can tell, there are 3 splines there, 3 little things, 1, 2, 3. It'll line up with these 3 here. 1, 2, 3. Hopefully I can get it on the first try. If not, I'm fucked. Alright, and woo! Looks just about the same as it did before. Look at that. What a beauty. Make sure when you guys are doing this, make sure your wheels are straight so that it doesn't look really bad like mine does currently. But yeah, don't worry about it if it isn't. If your car is like mine, it has splines, you don't have to worry because it'll line up perfectly. If you're having a little bit of trouble lining it up, just do as I said before, just turn the wheel straight and then try and find the center. That's not the lug nut. The nut isn't in. All right, got that. Switch it on to on. Love snap-on. All right, and then we put it in there. Just spin it a couple of times. If your wheel isn't going in completely, that's fine. You just do it in a couple of times, and then you keep tightening it, and then it should set the wheel straight. All right, now as you can tell, it's getting tighter. So which means that now it's time to completely tighten it. Whoa. Oh, fuck. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Oh, Jesus. All right. Now that's in, that's locked, it's not going anywhere. Woohoo! All right, now what we do is we do a little bit more. There's usually a torque setting for these, but I don't know anything about the torque setting, so I'm just going to do it by until it doesn't want to turn anymore. Oh, far out. All right, that's good. I love Snap-on stuff. It just comes right apart. It's in gear. All right, now that's on. Now what we've got to do is, I think these are 8mm bolts, if I remember correctly. So now we'll just undo these 8mm bolts here, and then we'll just be able to put the wheel on. So yeah, that'll be fun. Steering wheel. Okay, there we go. There's one. And there is two. Oh, three. Four. Ooh, it's a little tight, that one there. Four. This one will be the fifth. Number 5. Fits perfectly. And number 6. Alright. Yep, just like that. Alright, sweet. I'll get rid of these. I'll come back to when it's done. Usually on steering wheel hubs, they'd usually have only one section to where they would bolt up to. So I'm glad I have a universal, because now that'll tell me that that's the top right there. And then what you do is you undo all these, and then you put your top bolt in while you put your wheel on. So, it's going to be a little bit tricky if you're installing one with a horn. Sadly, I am, so I'm going to be doing the tricky one. I'll get a Holden one in the near future, but for now it's Isuzu. As you can tell, Isuzu. That's going on just like that, right there. So with emblem, I'll take that off and then fit this onto the back of that, and then that's it right in. Alright, I'll get back to you when I'm putting the bolt in. Alright, so now that I've got the wheel off, and now that I've got my wheel here, take the emblem out, which just pops out just like that, put it in like so. Should line up perfectly with the top bolt. Now what you got to do, grab one of the bolts, get your wheel, put it right through, and then screw it in like so. And just like that, you've installed yourself a wheel. Pretty sturdy, if I were to say so myself. Alright, now we're going to put the other 8 bolts in. How fun. Alright, grab that one, install it at the bottom. You know what, forget it, and I'll start not installing it at the bottom at the moment. Instead, I'm installing it at the top, apparently. From this point on, you can pretty much just use the Allen key wrench if you want. I suggest doing it, it's a lot easier. Also, if you don't have one of these, you can use just a normal Allen key set. Just be careful if your wheel's the same color as this one, like say for example this one here. Make sure to be very careful not to scratch the rim, because if you scratch the inside of it, it'll look absolutely terrible. Absolutely schmunk. And yeah, it'll look absolutely terrible. You'll have to get it redone or buy a new wheel or all that kind of shit. And it's honestly, it's a lot of hassle. So try and like just do one that's functional. Try and get a black one if you can. The reason I'm doing this is because I'm painting my wooden, I'm staining the ute bed, because it has a wooden bed. I'm going to stain it to make it match this wheel. One in, another one in, another one in, just like that. Screw that one in. Keep going, and tight. Tighten them all up. Make sure that it is really tight. If you're doing a quick release, this isn't the video for you. I'm not installing a quick release in this car yet. Don't worry, yeah, I won't have any hassle in doing that video. This one, it's just installing a wheel and showing you how to do it. So with some other cars, if you're doing an airbag system, or it has an airbag system, make sure you check the legality of it. See if it's alright to be in your car. If it isn't, obviously don't do it, unless it's not going to be roadworthy and it's going to be like a built race car or a truck or something. Just be wary of what you're doing. With this car is perfectly legal. With this, it has a piece of metal that'll sense the positive wire when it touches bare metal, so it'll be good. Alright, now we install, see that little metal tab that goes onto this little wire here, like so. Just push that on like that. And she's all Mickey Mouse. Now we put her in like that. Oh, hello. What's wrong with you? Ah, I think I see the issue here. Here we go. Perfect. Now we hook our battery back up and see if the horn doesn't go off unless I'm touching it. Alright, let's go. Alright, we'll grab this here, put it on like that. Alright, now that that's on, we'll check and see if the car is running properly. That, my friends, is the sound of a working horn. So yeah, now that's all done, we'll do a little test drive around and see if the wheel feels firm or not. Alright, let's go. So now I'm going to do something a little bit fun. This little gravel patch over here, I'm alright to do burnouts on that one. It's just that's the main reason why I can't do the grass, because sadly the grass today is wet, and that was just me driving through it. And as you can tell, through grassy patches it does that, but it does that if I'm driving through it. I didn't even pull the handbrake on that, I just turned it, just started doing that. Don't know why. Just did. But yeah, now I'm going to put you guys down somewhere and you guys can look at me do a little bit of a launch. Since it's New Year's, I'm going to make an exception. Don't want to get caught unless my uncle turns up. No, he doesn't. So yeah, I'm going to be shaking because of this, but I'm not going to do it on the grass because I'm going to destroy it. And if I do that, he's going to get mad. And once he gets mad, yeah, I can't make any more videos. So, what we're doing, a little bit of fun right here. As you can tell, double patch, nobody will give a shit. So, we're all good for doing that. I'll turn it around and we'll have some fun.
What's that?
What you doing?
Anything I want.
Don't, whatever you do, just don't steal the 380.